the sun again. A little warm where nights had been. The cup don't shake, my hand feels short, like maybe I'm not broke no more. Coffee with the sun returns, where pain once poured, a new hope burns. I sit alone, but not alone. The dawn feels soft, the light feels grown. The porch creaks like it used to hum, but now the silence feels less numb. A cardinal lands just like she said, a sign from hearts that aren't quite dead. Coffee with the sun, don't lie, it lifts the corners of my eye. And though the steam still tastes of her, it's sweeter now, not just a blur. Grief don't vanish, just grows thin, like steam that fades but starts within. And every sip I take today is proof I chose to stay. So if you pass by early light and see me smiling, soft, not bright, it means I'm healing, not pretend. Just having coffee with the sun again. One cup, one man, one sky turned blue. Still missing her, but loving too. She found my box beneath the bed, where all my old love letters slept. Didn't read them, just held them tight, and asked, do they still breathe the night? She found my past, but didn't flee, just looked at it, then looked at me. She didn't ask to burn or toss, she let me hold both gained and lost. I offered them, but she said no. It's yours to keep or let it go. And in that choice, I found my peace. Some things we keep and still release. She touched my ghosts, but not their chains, and never mocked the love remains. She kissed my hand, then swept the dust, and said we build with what we trust. lets you grieve what came before, and shows you there is still much more. So now the box sits on the shelf, not hidden shame or by itself. And every time she walks on through, she knows I've loved and still can too. She found my letters, didn't cry, just smiled and said, "You're worth the why." She caught me once, just in a sigh, murmuring her without goodbye, but didn't flinch, didn't pull back, just nodded soft, then filled my glass. She knows I still say her name sometimes, when shadows stretch or church bells chime. She don't compete, she don't replace, she just breathes calm into my space. I once apologized too fast, afraid she'd leave like all my past. But she just said, "I'm not afraid of names that echo what love made." She knows my memory still walks wide, but she don't fear what's kept inside. She holds me not to wipe it clean, but to remind me where I've been. To love a man who once lost deep takes courage strong and silence sweet, and she with grace just lets me be a man in love with space to grieve. So now I whisper with more peace, not out of guilt or fear or need. She knows I still say her name at times, but I come back with hands in mine. And then I think, is love grown brave? A heart that stays and doesn't cave. There's a mailbox by the gravel bin with paint that chipped when love would end. Her name's still carved beneath the rust, like promises we used to trust. Mailbox with her name outside. I drive by slow, I can't decide if I should stop or let it fade. But love don't fade when names get made. I left a letter back in June. The ink ran wild beneath the moon. I never mailed it, just stood there, like ghosts might read what hearts don't dare. Mailbox with her name still stands, though she's moved states and sold the land. But letters don't care where you roam. They wait like dogs for folks to come home. One day I'll paint it over clean, but not today, not where I've been. It's silly, sure, but hearts go numb when every road still leads you home. So if you find a note one day that smells like loss and looks like gray, just know I wrote it full of rain to a mailbox with her name. And I still write, though I don't send. Some stories need no final end. Rain on the backseat glass again. Same spot we kissed when we were 10. The fog rolls in, I lean to draw a heart that fades beneath the flaw. Rain on the backseat whispers clear of nights we held the world so near, of steamed up vows and tangled skin, for everything we should have been. You laughed so loud, the window shook, then etched your name with finger nook. That little heart stayed months, then died, but left a print I can't deny. Rain on the backseat knows your touch. It taps like you still miss me much. And though the years have rusted thin, your breath still lingers deep within. That car don't run, the tires are flat, but ghosts ride well where love sat. And oh, the years have rusted thin, brings back a kiss and soft refrain. So I just sit and skies go gray and let the past roll down my way. Each drop a verse, each fog a line, and stories told on old glass shine. Rain on the backseat doesn't lie, you once were mine, and still float by. I came home late, boots full of dust, expecting quiet, routine rust. But there she stood, with brush in hand. The fence turned white, like promised land. She painted the fence, without a cue. No plan, no talk, no, is it true? Just did a thing that made it bright, made the evening feel more light. She smiled and said it needed grace, then kissed my cheek, then found her place, not needing praise or songs to sing, just changing shade to something spring. She painted truth without a word, no long debates, no lines rehearsed. And in that act, so plain, so still, she proved her love in brush and will. We think of love in grand designs, but it's in paint that real hearts shine. And fences once that kept folks out now hold her joy without a doubt. So every time I walk that yard, run my hand along each guard, I feel the stroke, I feel her stay. She painted love in her own way, not roses red or vows well said, just white wood soft where love was led. Watch the sunrise side by side. No need to speak, no need to hide, just coffee steam and sky so wide. Two hearts that didn't need to guide. We watch the sunrise still and true. No, I love you, no, me and you, just warmth that settled in our bones, a peace that made us feel at home. She leaned her head against my sleeve. No rush to stay, no rush to leave, just breath in time with wind and light. And everything just felt so right. We didn't name what this could be. We didn't tie, we didn't flee. We let the sun say all it knew. And in that glow, love started new. Some endings bloom like silent grace, not in a race, not needed. Just one soft look, one quiet hand that says I'm here and I understand. So now we greet each day like this. No grand parade, no perfect kiss. Just one shared seat, one mug, one bird. And all we need is no more words. We watch the sunrise side by side, and love just stayed with nothing to hide. We watched the sunrise side by side, and love just stayed with nothing to hide. I bought a mug last Saturday, not blue like hers, just quiet gray. It fits my hand, it holds just right, and warms me deep in softer light. A new mug on the kitchen shelf says I've made room to know myself. It don't replace, it don't compare, it simply fits the me now there. Pour my brew and take it slow, watch steam rise where new seeds grow. The cupboard's not so packed with past, there's room for now and love that lasts. A new mug means a subtle shift, a tiny sign, a silent gift. I'm not afraid to change a piece and let my mornings find new peace. We don't rebuild in grand designs, but in the way a teacup shines. And every sip from this new start soaks quiet warmth into my heart. Someone knocks, I'll pour them one, and maybe talk beneath the sun. For now I sip and let time melt. With this new mug I've gently felt that healing ain't some thunder shout, it's letting something simple sprout. She's in the kitchen light at dawn, right where her coffee cup leaned on. The window fogs like she just breathed, like memories won't end. kitchen light each day. I see her stir, then fade away. The toast burns dark, the eggs go cold, but love don't fade when it's this old. The radio hums her favorite line, some waltz from back in '89. And though I hum it slightly wrong, I swear she's dancing all along. She's in the kitchen, light so clear, more real than anything right here. I set 2 plates, I pour her tea, then stare at where she used to be. It's just a beat, it's just a trick, but grief plays games that often stick. And where she shined, the walls stay gold, even in this house gone cold. So I don't move a single thing, the clock still ticks, the phone don't ring. I live between what's gone and bright, with and in this house gone cold. She's gone, they say, but not quite right. She lingers where the morning's right.
The shed's been swept, first time in years. Cleared out the dust, the rust, the fears. Hung up the rake, oiled up the saw. The smell of pine replaced the flaw. The shed's been swept, and I can breathe. I don't cry when I turn the key. Tools still hold her handprint there, but now it feels like shared, not spared. The jars are lined in careful rows, where chaos used to overgrow. I even found her garden glove, still soft with soil and faint with love. The shed's been swept, not out of rage, but just to start a newer page. The cobwebs hung like little tears, but I outgrew those yesteryears. We leave our ghosts in little rooms, where time forgets but grief resumes. But when we clean, we don't erase, we just make space for hope to place. Now sunlight falls across the bench, where once she'd sit and dream and wrench. And I just smile, then breathe real deep. The shed still holds, but doesn't keep. The shed's been swept, the air feels right, and I might plant again.
There's a room I don't go in too much. It smells like rosewood, faint and hush. A record stacked, the player's still, but every knob could break my will. The room with her songs untouched, just one note breaks me up too much. She played it slow, she hummed the tune that filled the cracks in afternoon. I hear it now in dreams, half true. The note she'd skip, the chord she knew. It wasn't perfect, wasn't grand, but it was love inside her hands. The room where song remains, a holy space with vinyl stains. I dust, I pause, I won't press play. Her voice still sings the hurt away. Some folks move on, paint things clean, but silence here feels more serene. And when the light hits wood just right, I see her sway, bathed in soft white. So let it sit, let songs not fade, let ghosts of rhythm serenade. For every heart that breaks too long still holds one room with one lost song. And in that room I don't belong, except to weep and sing along. Found her quilt in the attic chest, torn at the edge, but still the best. Each patch a piece of time and thread, each square a whisper we once said. I'm mending the quilt, not to forget, but to forgive, not drown in debt. The needle moves like steady breath, each stitch a promise after death. The yellow square from our first spring, the plaid from Dad's old flannel thing, a tear in blue I couldn't patch till I let go and made it match. I'm mending pain, but not in spite. I'm letting memories feel right. And
as the holes close in the lines, I see her smile through simple signs. Some love don't fade, just folds away, till hands and heart come back one day. And what once broke now holds more light, a softer warmth through longer night. I lay it out beneath the stars. It smells like sun and healing scars. And if she's watching, she might see the quilt still fits a better me. I'm mending love one stitch, one side, and learning how to say goodbye.
She left her book here on the stand, a dog-eared page, a rubber band. No note, no text to claim it back, just spine worn thin and coffee black. She left her book here, and I grinned, a sign she might just lean back in. It's not a vow, it's not a cry, just one small thing she didn't tie. I read the page she folded twice, a love scene rough, not too precise. And somehow in that printed part, I saw the map into her heart. She left her story, left her pace, a breadcrumb soft, no need to chase. And though she didn't say a word, I heard her clearest in that verse. We mark the ones we might allow by what we don't reclaim somehow. One left book beside my bed said more than all the words we said. So I won't move it, won't pretend it's hers to take or let it mend. But if she leaves another line, I'll call it ours in quiet time. She left her book here, just one look, and I got lost inside her book. There's dust now where her boots once stood, by the door frame carved from pine wood. She'd shake them clean, then kick them slow, and let the dirt fall soft like snow. The place where her boots stood feels like prayers forgot, like spinning wheels. No photo there, no sound, no name, just sacred space, the same, the same. I tried to move them once or twice, but felt like sin, like rolling dice. So I just stare, then walk around, like tiptoeing on hallowed ground. The place where her boots stood still holds everything my heart can't fill. She left in socks the final night, but her goodbye stayed in plain sight. We mark our lives with shoes and space, with empty spots love can't replace. And sometimes all we're left to do is guard the dust and feel it true. So I sweep near, but not too far. I let that corner hold its scar. For every step she ever took still lives from boots I never shook. The place where her boots stood tall is where I go when I lose it all. Go. With empty spots love can't replace. And sometimes all we're left to do is guard the dust and feel it true. I told a joke that made no sense, half lost in nerves, half on defense. But she just laughed, too loud, too bright, like awkward things could still feel right. She laughed at the wrong time, and I knew this wasn't polished, but it's true. We're both a mess, but kind and clear. And maybe this is love, sincere. I spilled my drink, she hit her knee. We both said sorry clumsily, but every crash just stitched a thread. Perfect love once made me bled. She laughed when others might just stare. She made the silence less aware. And though the candle nearly died, her laugh lit up the room inside. Love don't need a movie script. Stumble sighs and sometimes trips.
if you laugh when no one should, it means the broken parts feel good. So let me fall, forget my line. She'll laugh and still pour out the wine. And in that giggle, shy and raw, I found a truth I never saw. She laughed too loud, too soon off beat, but it was music I could meet. The window won't close all the way since she left that April day. The breeze sneaks in like her perfume, still haunts this one small quiet room. The window lets the sorrow in, like she might knock and come again. I patch it up, it still slips through. The scent of her, the loss of two. I hear her hum when storms roll high, or feel her hush in curtain size. It's just a frame, it's just a crack, but grief don't care, it finds its track. The window whispers every night of what we were, of what felt right. I try to seal, I try to stay, but part of me still drifts her way. Maybe I could fix it tight, but part of me wants back that light. So I leave just enough to feel the breeze that proves our love was real. The seasons change, the house grows old, but that small gap still lets in cold. And I don't mind the chill some days, it means she's near, in wind that stays. The window won't close all the way, and I'm okay with it that way. couch, the books, the chair, but took the songs from every air. The radio plays, but nothing lands like when her voice filled up my hands. She took the music to that day, not just her shoes, her smile, her way. Now chords fall flat, the melody's blue. She took the tune when she withdrew. The guitar leans against the bed, its strings untouched, like things unsaid. She'd hum at dusk, I'd play at dawn. Now both our rhythms come out wrong. She took the music, stole the sound, left silence screaming all around. And though I try to play it through, the chords bend wrong without her true. They say that time can write new songs, but mine just echo what went wrong. Every note I try to frame still sounds too hollow, says her name. I'll keep this beat, I'll write what's due, but ballads fall like morning dew. And every verse I wander through still aches like love. She took that too. She took the light, the breeze, the hue, but worst of all, she took the tune. The house don't sing the way it did, but something warm still lifts the lid. Each Sunday morn I bake her bread, just like the day she first said yes. The bread still rises in the oven slow, like hearts relearn what they don't know. Need and fold and wait and trust that broken things still rise from dust. She taught me how to let things prove, to wait through silence, find the truth. Now flour coats this worn down floor, and smells of once drift through the door. The bread still rises week by week, though she's not here to kiss my cheek. I break it warm, I eat alone, but somehow still feel home. They say to heal letting yeast outgrow the pain. And in that rise, I start to feel that love don't die, it learns to kneel. So come on and take half the loaf. It ain't the same, but it brings hope. We'll eat in peace, we'll bless the flame, for even hurt can still reclaim. The bread still rises, soft and true. And so I guess, do I do too?
She left in boots, not high-heeled shoes, with gravel flying like some news. Didn't cry, didn't slam, just turned the wheel, broke the dam. Gravel in her goodbye flew, like every stay she once held true. She didn't yell, she didn't lie, she just let gravel kiss the sky. I watched her taillights fade to red, like someone flatline left for dead. She kept it simple, like she knew that louder pain don't mean it's true. Gravel in her goodbye said more than tears or words ever did. It spelled I'm done with smoky grace, and left a storm in empty space. Some leave notes, some leave a mess. She left with dust and nothing less, but every stone that rolled that day still echoes in the things I say. I sweep that drive, but not too clean. I leave some bits of where she'd been, a trail of hurt I can't deny, just gravel from her last goodbye. And if she ever comes this way, the gravel's there to help her stay. She didn't rush to mend my heart, didn't pick up every broken part. She let me speak, then let me stop, and never asked the pain to drop. She didn't fix me, she just stayed, brought warm hands, not silver blades. And in her quiet, soft parade, I found a man, not one betrayed. didn't try to change my tone or bleach the rooms I cried alone. She simply lit a softer light and sat with me through one more night. She didn't heal with magic spells. She let me rise inside my shells. And every breath I took afraid was safe because she simply stayed. Some folks think love means repair, but sometimes it's just being there, with no agenda, no design, just knowing how to hold the line. Now when she laughs, I don't retreat. I feel the floor beneath my feet. She didn't fix me, but today I smile like I might stay that way. Love's not a cure, not plans well laid. It's who holds on while pain decays. Sunday sounds different now somehow. No eggs for two, no echo loud. The radio still plays her songs, but I just hum and sing along. Sunday sounds don't break me down, no longer ache, no longer drown. There's space for me, there's light allowed.